Good morning, guys. Happy to be with you. Yes, even though a lot of people are on holiday, I'm too, but I'm still reading with you. Very, very happy. I know it's a hard book, but we're still, I think, 21 people reading. So I imagine your group around me, 21 people reading with me. So we're going to read 2 pages of this very nice book, Les Misérables, written by Victor Hugo. This is the part Fantine. In the meantime, sorry, we know who Fantine is. Okay, good. So let's go. But I have to think, what was the context? Yes, I know. So, Monsieur Madeleine, who was before Jean Valjean, he's thinking and he doesn't feel very well because he knows that the person who is in prison and they think is Jean Valjean is not him, and he feels really guilty about that. So maybe we're in this part of the text, we're going to know, or we're going to know a little bit more about what is going on in his head. So, en ce moment, il lui sembla qu'il entendait une voix qui criait au-dedans de lui. So in this moment, now, in this moment, it seemed to him, yes, you know the word il can be he, but it also can be it, like an impersonal form. So it seemed to him that he heard a voice which screamed au-dedans. Au-dedans means inside of him. Jean Valjean, Jean Valjean. Ses cheveux se dressèrent. So his hair stood up. Comes from the verb se dresser, hein, to stand up. His hair stood up. Il devint comme un homme qui écoute une chose terrible. So he became like a man who listens to or hears a terrible thing. Oui, c'est cela. Achève, disait la voix. So this is a voice speaking in his head. Yes, that's it. Achève, the verb achever means to finish, yes, to finalize. Finalize, finish it, said the voice. Meaning, decide what you're going to do. Are you going to be Jean Valjean, going to say, well, in fact, it's me, or are you going to stay Mr. Madeleine? That's what the voice, I think it's probably his conscience talking in his head. Complète ce que tu fais. Complete, go on, or complete what you're doing. Détruis, c'est flambeau. So destroy those torches or maybe candle holders, because if you remember from last week, the 2 big candle holders, which he first stole from the bishop, but then the bishop said, you can keep them. You probably remember it's from the beginning of the book. Those candle holders are still witness of what he was before. So this little voice in his head says, well, burn them or destroy those candle holders. Anéantis ce souvenir. So, and anéantir, you could say in English, annihilate or destroy this souvenir, this memory. Oublie l'évêque. Forget the bishop. Oublie tout. Forget everything. Père ce Champmathieu. And Champmathieu is the name of the person who's in prison, which they think he did the crime, but which really was done by Mr. Madeleine. So, perdre here, sometimes it means to lose, but here it means drop. Drop this Champmathieu. Va, c'est bien. Go for it. It's good. Applaudis-toi. Applaud yourself. Congratulate yourself. Ainsi, c'est convenu. So, ainsi means like so. It is agreed. Convenu. C'est résolu. It is solved. The problem is solved. C'est dit. It's said. Voilà un homme. There you have a man. That's a man. Voilà un vieillard qui ne sait ce qu'on lui veut. There you have an old man who doesn't know what they want from him. And so now they're talking about the old man here is Mr. Champmathieu. Huh? This is Champmathieu. So there is an old man who doesn't know what they want from him because he did not do the crime. Qui n'a rien fait peut-être. Who hasn't done rien, anything, maybe. Un innocent, an innocent man, dont ton nom fait tout le malheur. So, of whom, the man, of whom the name, your name, makes all the misery. Yes, because they think he's Jean Valjean. Sur qui ton nom pèse comme un crime. So, on whom your name is weighing, peser is to weigh, like a crime. Qui va être pris pour toi. Who is going to be taken for you. They're going to think it's you. They're going to take him as if it's you. Qui va être condamné. Who is going to be convicted. Qui va finir ses jours dans l'abjection et dans l'horreur. Who is going to finish his séjour, his days, in the, well, we could say abjection, but maybe in English rather, the vileness and in horror. C'est bien. It's good. Sois honnête homme, toi. Be an honest man, you. Reste, monsieur le maire. Stay, Mr. Mayor. Well, I hope you're following the text, but really it's like going up and down. Should he say Champmathieu? Should he say he stays Madeleine? Or does he become again Jean Valjean? So it's really what shall we say, like a dilemma in his head. In his head, sorry. So stay, Mr. the Mayor. Reste honorable et honoré. Stay honorable and honored. Enrichis la ville. So enrich the city, because that's what he's doing. He's making the city richer, giving jobs to everybody. Nourris des indigents. So nourish or feed the poor, the needy. Élève des orphelins. So raise orphans. Vis heureux. Live happily. Vertueux et admiré. So virtuous and admired. Et pendant ce temps-là, pendant que tu seras ici dans la joie et dans la lumière, il y aura quelqu'un qui aura ta casaque rouge. So, and during this time, while you will be here in the joy and in the light, there will be, that's the future of il y a, there will be someone who will have the red jacket, you know, the jacket they have to wear in prison, qui portera ton nom dans l'ignominie et qui traînera ta chaîne au bagne. So who will carry or wear, no, here it's not to wear, here it's to carry your name in, yes, you can say maybe the same thing in English, but I would rather, for ignominy, I would rather say disgrace. And who will traîner is like pull with you or maybe kick around your chain in prison. Yeah, this man will stay in prison probably forever for something he has not done. Oui, c'est bien arrangé ici. Yes, it's well arranged like this. So, yes, it's well done, but then, ah, misérable. Ah, miserable man. La sueur qui coulait lui coulait du front, sorry. So, la sueur is sweat. Coulait was running to him from his forehead. Il attachait sur les flambeaux un œil hagard. So he attached, we could say an eye, he attached an eye, he attached an eye on the torches or the candle holders, with a wild eye, with a wild look. Cependant, ce qui parlait en lui n'avait pas fini. But in the meantime, what was talking inside him had not finished. So this going from, yes, I'll do it, no, I won't, yes, I'll do it, no, I won't, it's going up and down in his mind. La voix continuait. The voice, well, in his head, continued. Jean Valjean, il y aura autour de toi beaucoup de voix qui feront un grand bruit. So Jean Valjean, there will be around you a lot of voices who will do, or here maybe will make, a big noise, a lot of noise, qui parleront bien haut, who will talk, it's again the future tense, you see that, who will talk very, in French you say very high, which means very loud, et qui te béniront, and who will bless you. Bénir is to bless. Et une seule que personne n'entendra. And one single voice, meaning that nobody will hear. Yes, you know, une personne, it's a person, but just personne means nobody. Nobody will hear. This voice of this man, Jean-Mathieu, nobody will hear. Et qui te maudira dans les ténèbres. And who will maudire is to curse, who will curse you in les ténèbres, the darkness, the shadows. Eh bien, écoute, infâme. Well, listen now, infâme, infamous creature. Toutes ces bénédictions retomberont avant d'arriver au ciel. So all those blessings, or yes, maybe you can say bénédiction, I would say all those blessings will fall back again, will go away, will fall, before arriving in heaven. Meaning, when you die and you come to the door of heaven, then all those blessings will fall off. Et il n'y aura que la malédiction qui montera jusqu'à Dieu. And there will be que, only, malédiction was a curse, which will go up until God. When you're standing there in heaven, in front of God, nothing of all that will be kept. So the only thing that will be left is this curse. Quoi qu'il fît, il retombait toujours sur ce poignant dilemme qui était au fond de sa rêverie. So whatever he did, he fell back toujours, always, on this poignant, yes, you can say that in English, but maybe this heartbreaking dilemma, which was at the bottom of his reverie or his daydream. He's daydreaming, and every time, this, what shall I do, this or that? Rester dans le paradis et y devenir démon. So stay in paradise and become there is the little word, a demon. Rentrer dans l'enfer et y devenir ange. So, or go back to hell and become there an angel. So he's really hesitating between being honest but going back to prison, or not being honest and then staying here in paradise, but being always tortured by his conscience. I hope you follow what the book is about. I know it's hard, I know, but you can do it. Que faire, grand Dieu, que faire? What to do? What can I do? Great God, what can I do? So that's the question he's asking himself. Okay, so we go to the second page of today. La tourmente dont il était sorti avec tant de peine se déchaîna de nouveau en lui. So this torment or turbulence of which he had gone out, sortir. You see that sortir, it's conjugated with the verb to be. He had gone out, but in French you will say he was gone out with so much pain or effort, se déchaîna unchained again inside him. Ses idées recommencèrent à se mêler. So his ideas started again to intermingle, to mix up. Elles prirent ce je ne sais quoi de stupéfié et de machinal qui est propre au désespoir. So they, meaning the ideas, took ce that I don't know what of stupéfié, of shocking, and of machinal, mechanical, which is proper to despair. So he's in total despair, doesn't know what to do, and so his ideas of shock and almost like a robot, machinal means mechanical, means like without thinking. It was like coming to him, yes, like automatically. Hélas, toutes ces irrésolutions, sorry, I start again. Hélas, toutes ces irrésolutions l'avaient repris. So too bad, hélas, all his maybe indecisions had taken him again, and again is in the re. Il n'était pas plus avancé qu'au commencement. He was not more advanced than in the beginning. Ainsi se débattait sous l'angoisse cette malheureuse âme. In that way, ainsi means in that way, or so, in that way, were fighting under the, what shall I say, under the anxiety, but maybe not under in English, maybe in anxiety, this miserable soul. So fighting inside his soul, that's what it's saying. 1800 ans avant cet homme infortuné, l'être mystérieux, en qui se résument toutes les saintetés et toutes les souffrances de l'humanité, avait aussi, lui, pendant que les oliviers frémissaient au vent farouche de l'infini, longtemps écarté de la main, l'effrayant calice, qui lui apparaissait ruisselant d'ombre et débordant de ténèbres dans des profondeurs pleines d'étoiles. This is a very long and a very difficult sentence, but I know you can do it. And maybe with a few words, sainteté, olivier, etc., you will understand that this is a reference to Jesus. Jesus who died on the cross, and this is a reference. So, 1800 years before this unfortunate man, this miserable man, meaning Jean Valjean, the mysterious being in which are resumed or are, let's say, summarized all the holiness and all the sufferings of humanity. So this man, Jesus, had him too, while the olive trees shivered in the wild wind of the infini, of the eternity. So this man, Jesus, had écarté, had pushed away for a long time with his hand the frightening chalice or goblet, maybe, that appeared to him ruisselant. Ruisselant is like streaming of dark and, let's say, overflowing of darkness in the depths full of stars. Well, this is a lot of symbolic language, but you have to know that Jesus also hesitated before drinking this calice, well, this chalice or this goblet, this frightening goblet. He also hesitated. This means, this is like saying, well, it's really normal that Mr. Madeleine or Jean Valjean, same person, they are wrestling with their conscience. Good. So then, this is a description. Le lever du soleil vient à bout de son dilemme. So, le lever du soleil, it's like the going up of the sun, that we would say the sunrise, comes to an end, to the end of his dilemma. Jean Valjean prend finalement le parti de se rendre à Arras. So Jean Valjean takes finally, oh, it's not taking. Remember, we had this before. Prend le parti, prend le parti means to decide. He decides finally to go to Arras. Se rendre à is to go to. So to go to Arras. À son arrivée au tribunal, les bancs sont remplis. At his arrival at court, the benches are remplis, are filled. Mais le nom de Monsieur Madeleine et sa qualité de maire suffisent à lui ouvrir les portes de l'audience. But the name of Mr. Madeleine and his quality, maybe his title of mayor, are sufficient to open him the doors of the audience. So he can go to court, although everything is full. Quand il pénètre dans la salle, le procès est déjà bien engagé. So when he penetrates or he enters in the room, the trial is already well engaged, has already well started. Personne dans cette foule ne fit attention à lui. So nobody in that crowd, and then we have faire attention. In English, it's like to pay attention. So nobody in that crowd paid attention to him. Tous les regards convergeaient vers un point unique. All the eyes, all the looks, but all the eyes converged or were concentrated towards one unique point. Un banc de bois adossé à une petite porte. So a bench of wood, a wooden bench. Adossé means like the back, le dos, against something. So like standing against a little door. Une petite porte is a little door. Le long de la muraille, like alongside the wall. À gauche du président, to the left of the president of court. Sur ce banc, que plusieurs chandelles éclairaient, il y avait un homme entre deux gendarmes. On this bench, that several candles were illuminating, there was a man between two policemen. Well, you know that before, in Belgium, also in France, of course, here we are in France, but in Belgium also there was a difference between gendarmerie and police. in Belgium, with a very big scandal of those girls who disappeared. I don't know if you remember. I think it was around 97 something. Well, there was like a fusion between police and gendarmerie. OK? Cet homme, c'était l'homme. This man, it was the man. Il ne le cherchait pas, il le vit. He didn't search for him, he didn't try to find him, he saw him. Ses yeux allèrent là naturellement. His eyes went there, went in that direction naturally. Comme s'ils avaient su d'avance où était cette figure. So as if they had known in advance where was this person, this figure, this person. One paragraph and we finished. Il crut se voir lui-même. He believed seeing himself. He thought he saw himself. Vieilli, older, non pas sans doute absolument semblable de visage, not without doubt absolutely semblable, equal in the face, so like not having exactly the same face, mais tout pareil d'attitude et d'aspect, but totally pareil, the same, of attitude and of aspect. So he looked exactly the same. Avec ses cheveux hérissés, with his hair hérissé, it's like standing up. Hérisson, it's a porcupine. So, you know, like everything standing up. So he has like hair like a porcupine. So, standing up. Avec cette prunelle fauve et inquiète. With this prunelle, yeah, that's like really the pupil of your eye, wild and worried. Avec cette blouse, with this blouse, tel qu'il était le jour où il entrait à Digne. Such as he was the day, you see the day where in French, but in English, the day when, but you see in French, where, the day when he entered in Digne. Digne is prison, yeah, the prison. Plein de haine et cachant dans son âme ce hideux trésor de pensée. So full of hatred and hiding in his soul this hideous treasure of thoughts. If you are still with me now, you are really, I have to congratulate you. Then you really are special, very special. Because this is a hard book. It's a beautiful book, but it's very hard. It's a very difficult French language. But if you manage, congratulations. And I hope to see you next week. I will be with you next week. Have a very, very nice day and very nice end of the year. Bye.